I've got a series of Duncan's Do Nots, which would be great to be sponsored
Oh,
by Dunkin' Donuts if
oh,
they
the
if they
music is
wanted
telling us.
to, that they won't. These are just some things you should not do when it comes to the WNBA. First of all, do not miss what Asia Wilson is doing in Las Vegas. While you were tweeting, this woman is steadily putting up Shaq numbers from '01. Shaq numbers from '01. And for my OGs that are listening that know basketball, you remember what he did back then, okay? He averaged almost 29 points, over 12 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks a game. Listen to Asia Wilson's stat line. Almost 28 points, over 12 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks per game. Last night alone, 36 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 steals. She made WNBA history, and her aces look a little bit more human than maybe they did in previous years, of course, coming off 2 straight championships. But Asia Wilson is having one of the most revelatory years for a woman that's already won MVP. She has somehow found a way to level up even more. It has been incredible to watch. You need to watch Asia Wilson.
I also like how you mentioned it, how the Aces seem um, mortal. And
Yeah.
I liken it to, when a team is so good, or in the F1 comparison, when Max Verstappen was so good, you take away so much of the excitement and the anticipation of a game or a race. But the fact that the Aces have lost 2 of their first 7 games of the season, you're like, oh, wow, okay, cool. This is worth tuning into because while, yes, they have an
Parody.
Avengers type roster, they got a shot at losing. Because look, they've already lost twice this season. And I like that about the totality of a season where you want to see parity and competition from wire to wire.
Well, Chelsea Gray is still not back for them, so that's definitely like a huge
Mm.
determining factor. Jackie Young has really filled in amicably, or admirably, and done a really awesome job. She's having a breakout season herself. But just while you still think blood is in the water, Chelsea Gray, who's one of the best scorers and point guards, she's coming back. All right, here's another one. Do not stay being thirsty over Cameron Brink. Okay. Like, I have a couple of people who are new WNBA fans, new to this space in general, that are like, yo, what's up with that Disney princess that's out in LA? I'm like, Cameron Brink. That's must be who you're talking about. Cameron Brink, rookie, number 2 overall pick with the Sparks. And yes, Cameron Brink, also known as Steph Curry's god sister, could be a model. She is tall, she is beautiful, and she dresses very feminine, something that she talked about in an interview with Uprocks, an interview that I thought, by the way, is also really good. If I'm saying do not miss out on Asia Wilson, also do not miss out on this interview. But she does acknowledge that there's a privilege for the younger white players of the league. She says, quote, that's not always true, but there is a privilege that we have inherently, and the privilege of appearing feminine. I know I can feed into that because I like to dress femininely, but that's just me. I want everyone to be accepted, not just paid attention to because of how they look. And I thought it was a really good interview. Mostly because she does talk about how she wants to impact the WNBA. She said that she would like for the game to be even bigger when she leaves it than it is right now. And when she was asked by Megan, the interviewer, well, how do you do that? She said essentially that quote, by making sure that all kinds are accepted. And I think that's the missing part of this conversation when you're listening to a lot of men or a lot of newcomers talk about this sort of WNBA versus Caitlin Clark thing, is the idea that it is a league that is predominantly Black, where you have, it's a queer league. It's a league where not all of the players, all of the best players, and some of the best players are more masculine. And she wants it to be acceptable and marketable and wants all of them to be appreciated. She talked about, some of her teammates go by they, them pronouns. She's talking about Lasia Clarendon. And just the idea that you don't have to be beautiful and feminine and white to be deemed marketable or interesting or to be one of the faces of the league. And I think that she really earned a lot of fans by just acknowledging the thing that a lot of Black women in the league have been saying for a long time. So well done, Cameron Brink. Here's one because you mentioned Gare Bear. The Aces look a little bit human, look a little bit mortal. Do not miss this game on Saturday. It is the undefeated 9-0 Connecticut Sun hosting the 8-2 Liberty, a team that fell just short of winning the championship, falling to the Aces just last year. Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, they are balling right now. This is a matchup on ABC. Myself, Andrea Carter and Chinea Gumake will be holding down WNBA Countdown 12:30 Eastern on ABC. Hope to see you there. But this is gonna be a good one because, of course, you've got Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner, the fiancés who are absolutely balling, and then you've
I'm
got,
out.
as I already mentioned,
Time
what
out. Did you say fiancés?
fiancés?
Oh, fiancés. Oh, okay.
What did you think I said?
I thought you said fiancé, like
Like fake
fiance and
Beyonce?
no, like fiancés and Beyonces mashed together.
Oh God.
Oh wait, hold on. Same, kind of.
Yeah,
Fiance. Okay.
basketball.
Okay. No, it
They're
still works. It still
Beyonces.
works.
They're basketball fiancés. So they're
They are
Beyonces. Okay.
Beyonces.
They're
Hey, we
Beyonces.
worked
I
through
love
it.
that.
Boom, we
Now
worked through it. Okay, cool.
some people say, oh, the Sun are only undefeated as they look to become just the fourth team in WNBA history to start out the season 10-0. Some people are like, oh, they've played literally the easiest schedule. They've placed the Mystics twice, they played the Fever twice. Like that's why they're so good. This is a chance to really test their mettle. You talk about always being the bridesmaid. That is the Connecticut Sun. They have been the bridesmaid right there
Correct.
in the conversation, but unable to secure a championship. So they're right there. It's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to that one as well.
Not for nothing. You do play who's on the schedule, but the Mystics are still the only team in the WNBA looking for their first win, and the Fever are 2-9. And that's 4 of their 9 wins. All right. But again, you play who's on the schedule.